My son Sam was stabbed and murdered in October 2013. Sam was 22 years old at that time, and the young men who were subsequently found guilty of Sam's murder were young men who were known to us. Sam had had some issues earlier on with, cutting school and just making an absolute pest and a nuisance of himself. But there was nothing that would have led us to believe that night that something like that would have happened. It was described in the media as a party, but it was a gathering of young people. It was a friend of Sam. We don't actually know everything that happened that night other than someone picked up a knife and Sam was killed as a result of that. In the years that have passed, I've thought about it, and could anything have been done? But it was simply, there was an argument over a bottle of vodka. The voices were raised, there was a bit of argy-bargy, and Sam had, the girl whose flat it was getting upset because there was noise and she was worried that her neighbours would phone the police, and Sam had been the sensible one and said, look, this is not happening, gone into the hall and said, you give her vodka back, you behave yourself, everybody calm down. And something else happened, and in that moment, the boys stabbed Sam. I don't believe for one moment that young man who murdered Sam woke up that morning and said, do you know what, I'm going to kill Sam today and I'm going to use a knife. But I think the fact is, the point you make, is the fact that the knife was there. It was just a pathway to that outcome. And I think that had he been carrying a knife, the pathway would have been slightly different, but the outcome would have been exactly the same. It's too easy to overstate the potential damage that can be done with a knife. And I think that if you're carrying a knife and something happens and you're frightened and you're on that adrenaline response, a bit of fight or flight, you have got no idea of the potential damage that you could cause, because although we're not absolutely certain about what happened that night, we're absolutely certain about what the outcome was. There has perhaps been a view that we've conquered the knife crime problem. I'd actually said to someone a few weeks ago that I think it's a wee bit like the Forth Bridge in Scotland, that we'll never quite conquer it. That this is a generational thing, that we need to actually work with young people as each generation comes through, just to reiterate that message, just to remind people, we're never going to be the finished article. It's easy to the young people are doing this and the young people are doing that, and they're this and they're that, or the older people don't understand. I think what we need to be doing is actually focus on what unites us. Most people want to be able to live their lives, to do the things that they want to do, to be with the people that they love and to feel safe in their community. That doesn't seem unreasonable. And it also doesn't seem to be a desire which is going to exclude any particular group. That saying that it takes a village to raise a child. We have all got a job to do in here. I think it's important that the message at home from parents and carers is, don't carry a weapon, don't carry a knife. Not only have you got the horrendous potential to use that against someone, but what we know is that there's also the potential that gets used against you. So keep yourself safe. But I don't believe it's the sole responsibility of parents and carers. Don't misunderstand me. We've got a huge role to play. But I think as a society and as a community, the community of Scotland, we've all got a role to play in this.